John Anderson asks, how did you two meet? It's actually a really interesting story. Energetic attraction is what brought us together. You see, when we first met, I was not Andrew's romantic type. I did not check his boxes. I am not tall. I was not financially successful. I was not muscular by any means. The things that Andrew really thought that he was looking for on paper. But I had something up my sleeve that really drew Andrew to me, and that was my energy. And Andrew fell in love with me because he felt so great when he was with me. And that's the concept behind energetic attraction, which is the most potent force that brings people together, that makes connections last, that makes long-term relationships be able to flourish. It's how we feel when we're with each other. And that's what we're helping so many people really understand and master. It's letting go of the beliefs that we have to look or be a certain way, that we have to be anything other than who we are, and actually shining our light bright, being our most authentic selves, which is something I was actually able to do when we met. And my light was so bright, Andrew couldn't stay away. And our love has just progressed from there.
Right, it's true. So I used to very much look for love with my eyes. I wanted to date guys that were tall, dark, handsome, muscular. I was in a long-term relationship with that type when I met Zach. And when I met Zach, though, I just felt like, oh, this would be a nice guy. I didn't even know if he was gay or straight, but I just felt like I like his energy. I hope I see him again. I hope maybe we can be friends someday. And I started to see him at more volunteer events. No romantic interest. He's not someone I would have swiped right, or yeah, he's not someone I would have asked for a date if I was on the dating apps at the time. If I was single and on the dating apps, I would have scrolled past his profile and I would have done myself a disservice. I know so much more today than I did over 6 years ago. And eventually I couldn't deny just how great I felt around him, and how I felt so much better around Zach than I did around my ex-boyfriend, a relationship that was also turning quite toxic and emotionally abusive. And long story short, yeah, here we are today. Our love grew stronger and stronger. And I just remember being in our small apartment, just sitting on our little IKEA couch in the evenings and feeling like I feel like I am on heaven and heaven on earth with you. Feel so much love. I felt so seen. I was able to be so vulnerable. I took risks in being vulnerable with Zach, but it felt just like every night of the week sometimes felt like we were in heaven on our honeymoon. And I was already in the coaching industry and personal development industry, and Zach was getting into it too. And we were like, let's help other gay men have this. Lots of guys were telling us like, you guys have such a great relationship, like hashtag relationship goals. And we're like, I've felt like we felt like the richest people in the world, even though we had like no money to our names. And we just wanted to share the riches and help other gay men get on the most direct, enjoyable path to having like that kind of loving relationship. Because we know in our hearts, when you open your heart to it and when you make it a priority and when you get your energy in the right place and you're aligned with it, you can have it too, no matter what you look like, no matter how old you are, no matter your past. And that's what energetic attraction is about.